We are live at the Life Network Family Thrift Store, one of 3 locations this morning for the 33rd annual Walk for Life.
And today is our first ever virtual Walk for Life, and we're so excited that you're participating with us.
We are here at the thrift store. We also have drop-off locations at our 2 pregnancy centers, the one at 3700 Galley and our other location at 3925 Centennial. But we are so eager to have you come and see us, drop off those pledge sheets, pick up those prizes. I'm wearing this year's walk shirt. Life in the City is our theme. And it is such an appropriate theme in a year where people are walking all over the city this morning.
Yeah, this is an exciting day. We value life in this city. All across Colorado Springs, we have ministries we are working with young people in parenting education. We're working in the schools and in the pregnancy centers. And we just thank you for supporting us in all we do.
And you're going to hear about our ministry throughout this simulcast, hear from each of our locations. We're going to also have some special videos to share that you've probably not seen before that just tell the story of what you make possible through the Walk for Life. And as I mentioned, we're one of 3 locations here at the thrift store. We're at Academy and Montebello. And one of the things I'm excited about, Christine, is how creative people are getting in terms of walking this year. There are people walking in their neighborhoods. There are people walking in parks. And I even heard from a couple that is revisiting where he proposed to her, and they're going to walk there this morning. Isn't that awesome?
I saw a story about a couple that is going to be riding their horses for the 2 miles. So be creative. Find a way to walk and enjoy this beautiful Colorado scenery that we have.
And the Walk for Life is one of the primary ways that we raise the funds that we need to keep all of our services free. You guys have done awesome this year. In a year where the pandemic could have slowed us down, this has been an amazing year, and things are looking really, really good so far in terms of funds for this year's Walk for Life. So we are so blessed by you and your support. So even though it's a little bit cloudy, boy, come out and see us. We're at the thrift store, and again, our 2 pregnancy centers. Any of those locations, come see us, drop off. If you come to the store, we'll be here and open and ready to shop as well.
Amen. We're looking forward to seeing you.
Now let's go to one of our other locations and find out what's happening there.
It is Walk Day. It is happening today. We are all the way here at Galley location, our 3700 Galley Road. We'd love for you to come visit us. Gabby, tell us about our prizes that you could win today.
Yes, we're so excited. We have awesome prizes. We have this awesome t-shirt
Come
right
on,
here.
yes.
So you can go around town and just saying life in this city. That's our theme for this year. We're so excited about it. But then if you raise $500, you also get this portable charger, which is awesome.
So needed.
Exactly. Who doesn't need to charge their phone throughout the day? So there you go. But
what's our last prize? What's the grand prize?
If you raise $1,000, you get this awesome hoodie.
Oh, look at that. Look at that.
It's very lightweight. It's a perfect one for the summer, you know, when it gets a little cooler here in Colorado Springs and at night. This is a perfect jacket. So if you're here, if you want to come and drop off your donations, Galley is one of the locations you can come to. If not, what are the other ones, David?
You can actually be at the thrift store, which is at North Academy, just north of the Target near Chuck E. Cheese there. And then you also could go to our 3925 Centennial location. I actually think the hoodie is great. Like I'm already wearing it.
I love it.
Hey, if you're not sponsored, you can be sponsored. And so you can come down here, sign up today, be sponsored. We look forward to seeing you guys.
Yes, we'll see you later.
Bye.
Hi, welcome to our walk day, and we are here at the West Side location. I'm Brenda.
And I'm Cheryl.
And this location is so important because we are just a half mile down the hill from Planned Parenthood. This location is so strategic because we are here to be available for clients who might otherwise end up going there. Cheryl, can you tell us just a little bit about the importance of that and maybe some of the clients that we've seen as a result of our location here?
Sure. It's just, you know, it's a great location, and we actually had a client that went to Planned Parenthood for a pregnancy test, ended up not being able to afford the pregnancy test, got directed down here to us where we could do that free pregnancy test. So she came in, ran that test. The test ended up being negative, but the most important part of that visit was she accepted Christ as her Lord and Savior. So, you know, she didn't know what she was walking into, and it really changed her life forever.
It is. We are so grateful for this location, and it is so important. We want to turn you over to one of our sponsors. We have a title sponsor, Perkins, and we're going to watch this video and let you see why they support the Walk for Life.
I'm here with the president of Perkins Motors, David Perkins. Perkins Motors is our title sponsor again this year for the Walk for Life, which is going to look a little different. But David, you and your family have been a part of the Walk and Life Network for 4 decades. And at a time when families are using this as an opportunity to teach the kids the value of life, talk about how that looked like for you over those 4 years.
Sure. For me, I just remember growing up being young, going out to the walk and taking that event. It just itself, just the memories there, years and years we could go out there. But as a result of that, just hearing stories from my mom and parents from volunteering and just why they participated with Life Network and the Pregnancy Center, and even going back then sparking conversations with my grandparents and being involved in helping establish the Pregnancy Center. And from that, being able to see their faith lived out, I think it's made a huge impact. And for my wife and I, we have the same foundational belief and understanding that life has value and all life has value. So it's easy for us to jump on board. It's even easier being able to see people before us doing that, participating, and seeing the lives that have been saved.
And why has it been important to you and your wife to continue that family tradition and supporting life in our city?
Beyond just being part of what we've done as a family, just really our foundational understanding that, again, life has value and God values each and every one of us, whether born in the womb, it's still a life. And it's our job to help protect the unprotected. So, amen.
Well, thanks to you, your family, and the Perkins Motors family for continuing to faithfully support Life Network through the Walk for Life.
It's our pleasure.
We are back in the Life Network Family Thrift Store, and it is so much fun to be with you, albeit virtually on video. We're already hearing great reports of people walking in the city. Now, we want to share a video from our location at the Pregnancy Center, where we did an interview there just to highlight some of the services that happen in our Pregnancy Center every day. And this was made possible by our friends at Church for All Nations, so take a look. When a young person comes through our doors, they're facing what is likely the biggest decision of their young lives. They're facing a pregnancy that they weren't expecting. And very often, most of the time, they're completely overwhelmed in the face of that pregnancy. And there, our staff is able to meet them with love and compassion and to talk through all of the options that are available to them. And unlike at an abortion clinic in our city, we're going to talk through what an option for an adoption plan, a parenting plan, and yes, the option of abortion. But we want them to understand the implications of all 3 of the choices available to them. And when that mom and dad meet their baby for the first time, 89% of the time they choose life for that baby. We're going to come alongside them, pair them with a parenting coach, and that coach is going to pour into them and mentor them until their child is 2. As our clients stay faithful with those parenting appointments with their parenting coach, they're earning baby bucks. And those baby bucks are what enables them to invest in baby clothes, a crib, a car seat, items that are available in our baby boutique as a result of the generosity of the churches that support us. Very often we're encountering clients that have deeper needs, deeper hurts because of things that they've experienced. And just within the last year, we've been able to bring on 2 licensed counselors to provide just that extra level of licensed care. And there we get the opportunity to meet her with love and compassion and help her understand that life is a better choice. First, there's the transformation of a young person who came in completely overwhelmed and fearful about being a parent, and coming out the other side of that program more than 2 years later, being equipped and understanding what it means to be a God-honoring parent. There's also the transformation that happens in our post-abortion healing program called Bridges of Hope. Bridges of Hope instills hope and healing to those who have experienced an abortion in their past. The ultimate transformation that happens is the transformation of somebody accepting Jesus Christ. And on average, we see 6 to 7 clients every month make that decision to follow Christ.
Hi everyone, hi and welcome to our Walk for Life live stream. Here we are with Kim Jones, our Life Steps Director. She's an awesome woman of God that gets to touch the lives of so many. And we just want to hear from Kim Jones. Where are we right now?
We are in the Life Steps Baby Boutique, and our parents in the Life Steps Parenting Program, for every hour of instruction, we pay them, and they shop with that money. Baby bucks, not real cash.
Yes.
They shop with that money here in the Baby Boutique, and most of our parents say they get all of their clothing and main supplies from the Baby Boutique. So this is where they come at the end of their appointment. It's everybody's favorite place. The program is for parents. They start first trimester, and they can stay till child's 2. And during that entire time, we have preemie clothing all the way to size 3T. So they get their clothing here and their shoes and their diapers and all kinds of supplies.
Yes.
And they love being in the Baby Boutique. But their favorite part of Life Steps is their parenting coach. They usually have the same parenting coach the entire time they're here. So they have a parenting coach, mentor, they get to shop. We also have a Bible study, and we have a group of moms that are in our Bible study, and they love it. And in fact, one of those moms is here with us today.
Yes, we're so excited to have one of our Life Steps moms. So come Rebecca, she's here with baby Lily. She's the cutest little thing ever. And we just want to talk a little bit. You know, we want to hear your story. You walked through the pregnancy center, came through Life Steps, and are part of the Bible study as well. So why don't you tell us a little bit about your experience, what you experienced when you walked through these doors?
Well, I came here when I was actually like 5 months pregnant from Memphis, and it was just like honestly a godsend. I don't know anybody out here, and I didn't know what to do being so pregnant, and I came to the pregnancy center, and the ladies and Kim were so welcoming, even though they normally don't let people in like so early, and they were so late in my pregnancy, and just having my life coach, Julie, and just being like really a mentor through the rest of my pregnancy. And then having Lily, I met one of the moms at Bible study who came and with me during my delivery and labor, and she was so supportive. I was preparing myself to do it alone.
Oh, yeah.
And I ended up finding support that I really didn't think I
That's
would have
amazing.
gotten.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. And that's one of the beauties, right, Kim, that, you know, when moms walk through these doors, they get to know, like Rebecca said, that she's not alone.
Right.
The woman is not alone. And that's what Life Steps is for. That's what Life Network is for as a whole, right?
At this challenging time in a woman's life, especially for a mom who is alone or away from family, they can come in here and really become part of our family.
Yeah.
And we get to spoil them and love them and teach them parenting skills and pray for them and walk beside them through labor and delivery, cutting teeth, temper tantrums, all kinds of fun things that is challenging for a first-time parent. So we love what we do. Our biggest complaint in Life Steps is I don't want to graduate and leave. So then I tell moms, you can come to Bible study and you never have to leave.
Yeah.
So we look forward to more time with Rebecca and watching baby Lily grow up, and we're just so blessed to be a part of her life.
Yes, we're so blessed. And, you know, Lily's falling asleep here, and I love it because that's really, you know, just spending some time here, a couple minutes, just being able to see the heart behind all of this and how Kim cares for these women, and all of our Life Steps coaches, they care so much for these women. So we just want to thank you. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your donations, because this is what we get to do because of people like you. So if you still haven't come by one of our drop and go locations, you can still do it. There's still time. We'll be here ready and just to celebrate with you and celebrate life in the city. We're so excited. So you can still self-sponsor as well. We're here at the Galley location, 3700 Galley Road. So hopefully we'll see you today. And if not, thank you for your support. Thank you for your donations, and we'll see you later. Bye.
Thank you.
Hi everyone, Dr. Tim Clinton, Executive Director of the Dr. James Dobson Family Institute. On behalf of Jim and Shirley Dobson and our entire staff here in Colorado Springs, I want you to know that we stand shoulder to shoulder with you in the fight for all human life. And we will never stop fighting as long as abortion exists in our country. It's all about the care and compassion for women, for parents, and for people in need, those who might be a little confused or struggling with difficult decisions. And we pray each day for those that are hurting and desperately need help. Family Talk and the Dobson Institute support Life Network as they support you in your walk. God's blessings to you today.
Hey everyone, it's Hannah Judson here from Q102.7 Mornings with Brett and Hannah, and we're so sad that we're not actually physically with each other for this virtual Walk for Life, but we are so excited to be partnering with Life Network. We value life, we love life, and life always has purpose, and that is why we walk for life.
Hi, this is Imani from Learning RX, and although I wish I could be seeing you across our booth at the Walk for Life event, I'm happy to walk virtually with you today to celebrate Life Network and the amazing work you do within the community. Hopefully we'll see each other this time next year. Thank you, Life Network, for all you do.
We are back at the Life Network Family Thrift Store, and I am with Pastor Jade Duncan. Jade is the pastor of Antioch Church and our board chair. And Jade, you have been a part of Life Network on the board since 2013. Talk about why the ministry of Life Network is so important to you.
Thank you, Rich. It's great to be here. Just want to say thank you so much for everything that you guys are doing today. We are delighted that you are joining us. And though it's kind of a unique context, we're all jumping on board to do what we believe is important for this cause. And to answer your question, Rich, I just thoroughly believe in the mission of Life Network to cultivate a culture that values life through the love of Christ. And we don't do that in just a unilateral way. We do that in so many ways, from teaching education in the schools to helping ladies and men who have gone through post-abortive situations to educating and training young families. I just believe it's such a holistic way that we can embody the mission to value a culture of life.
You know, and it's sweet in this year that our theme that we decided months ago, and of course God knew all of this, is life in this city. And here we have people all over the city today who are walking together but apart to celebrate life. So Jade, if I'm watching this and I participated in the walk, or maybe I thought about participating, why should people get involved in the life arena in Colorado Springs?
I think that's fantastic. You know, this is not just some ambiguous issue that's out there. God has placed every single one of us in our unique locations for a unique reason for such a time as this. I believe that we are in this city for the sake of this city, again, for such a time as this. And there are so many things that we can do on a practical level. And one of those things that we can do is get involved with local ministries that are making a difference, championing the thing that I think is really one of the most important causes and issues on the heart of God, which is the issue of life. It is fundamental to being a human being. If we do not esteem and protect and value the human life, we break down as a society and as a city. So I think getting involved on a local level is one of the most important things that we can do.
Amen. And one of the things I like to say is when you participate in things like the Walk for Life, we are changing lives together by God's grace. And so that is what you're making possible this year and this day. So come out and see us. We're here at the thrift store. We are open, so the store is open. You'll hear more about it. I think we're even going to give you a little visual tour later, but we'd love to show you around here. Or if it's more convenient, stop by one of our 2 pregnancy centers. We've got the location at Galley and the other location at Centennial Road. But we're just so blessed by what you're doing to help us achieve this year's Walk for Life goal. So let's see what's happening at other locations. So we are the administrative staff of Life Network doing our staff walk. And if you're wondering what a virtual walk looks like, this is it.
We walk because we believe that every baby should have a chance at life. And everybody has a different story of why we walk. But we all walk in unity because we believe that the mamas and the babies and the daddies in Colorado Springs deserve a chance to hear the truth and hear about God's love for them.
Why do Life Steps and Men's Services parenting programs walk for life? We walk for them.
Life Network events team, and we're here at Palmer Park walking to show you how we're walking to value life in this city.
We love helping community members like you connect to our mission.
So join us by walking for life in this city.
Hi, back at Westside, we're going to talk to Brenda about the Bridges of Hope program. So when our clients do choose to walk through the abortion route, Brenda, tell us a little bit about that program that you can offer for them.
So we have a program for those who have already chosen this decision, made this choice. Sometimes it's more immediate, and sometimes it's years and years later. We don't often understand the impact that the abortion decision has on somebody. And so as we walk through a Bible study support group, they are able to address topics specific to this healing process. And so through Bridges of Hope, we offer a 9-week support group. And we have a video that we want to share with you right now of somebody who has gone through that program, someone who has experienced a healing that is possible by participating in our Bridges of Hope program.
My story starts when I was 5. That's when my dad started telling me that I would be 19 knocked up and no good. So needless to say, when I was 19 and found myself pregnant, I was not going home to tell my father. I proceeded to have an abortion against the wishes of my boyfriend. It was the most devastating choice I had ever made. The weeks after my abortion were the darkest weeks of my life.
When Barb first told me she was pregnant, I was over the moon. I was ecstatic. I was ready to take that next step. I wanted to make her my wife and have a life. And then news came later on that she had chose to abort. And obviously I was heartbroken. Because again, all I wanted to do was live my life with her and raise a child. So at the end of the day, I was conflicted on which path we were going to take. In the end, I made it a point to know I was going to devote myself to her and regardless of the outcome, attempt to love her as I should unconditionally and have a life with her.
Life moved on, circumstances moved on. A year later, I got pregnant again. This time we got married, but I lost that baby through miscarriage and thought for sure that that was my punishment for my abortion. And about 10 years later, 2 kids later, I found myself still grieving and haunted over my abortion. A friend of mine had held an event that Life Network came to speak at, and I had never really aligned myself with a pro-life organization before, but Life Network provided all of the answers to choose life. And they have a program called Bridges of Hope. So I went, but I had never been in a room before full of women that had an abortion, if not multiple abortions. And I went in knowing that I would have to participate, not just check the block. So I participated. And it wasn't easy, but it was good. Bridges of Hope gave me the freedom to fight for life in a different way and walk in freedom of my abortion. I'm no longer conflicted and I'm no longer confused.
Prior to her participation in Bridges of Hope, we have never discussed any feelings, outcomes related to her having the abortion. up until Bridges of Hope.
I learned that my baby girl is with Jesus. She has a name, and she is acknowledged before God and people, and her name is Glory.
Going through this, I've actually seen the healing and the 180-degree turn in which she is able to help others that might be in the same situation or contemplate those same thoughts and fears that go along with having an abortion.
I've spoken with a lot of women who have had abortions, and they're afraid to come and ask for help. They're afraid to seek help. And my words to them are always the same. You don't know how your abortion has affected the rest of your life, your relationships with your husband or your significant others, or your children or your parents. Abortion wounds show up in places that we haven't even begun to discuss yet. I would tell them to not wait. Do not hesitate. Come and seek the help, find the freedom in Christ, and then join us in this fight for life.
Welcome back to the Life Network Family Thrift Store. We're so excited to be here with you today. Today I have David. David is one of the staff from the thrift store, and he's going to give you a tour through the thrift store in just a minute. One of the things that I wanted to mention is I've had people ask me, why a thrift store? And the reason is it's an incredible way to give back to the community. Many of you know that we have a parenting education program. And so these young men and women that are earning credits through going through the program can come and shop here, and they can get quality items at an incredible price. So we're really excited to be able to do that. And it's a wonderful way for the community to give back, cleaning out your gently used items and quality items, because we have some incredible things. Just yesterday, I bought a Little Tykes toy chest for my granddaughter. I heard somebody else just got a mountain bike when they were here the other day. I've also purchased things like an Eddie Bauer shoes here. So we get quality items. We're really excited about that. David, why don't you take just a minute and go through the store and point out some of the things that we have?
Sure, Christine. Be glad to do that. Thank you for the introduction. Over to the left of me is the women's textiles, followed by the men's clothing. Like Christina was saying, an excellent selection of them. I'm amazed how often when I'm showing these to different customers that the garments still have the original tags on them. If you look right behind the ladies is the men's, followed by housewares. And then in the housewares, there's many items that are never been used, and there's quite a broad selection at very reasonable prices. Electronics, we have a lot of fun with that. We test everything before we put it out on the floor, and we also back it up with a 7-day return if by chance they don't like it or it doesn't work the way they would like it to work. In the shoe department, it's not unlikely to find dance school shoes in there or some of the name brands, and we offer them all at very reasonable prices, quite often under $12 for a lot of our shoes. In the kids area, I'm always amazed how quickly kids grow up. Since I had 3, you got a broad selection. Clothes are still really in good shape. Plenty of toys to offer, and I was amazed how many of our puzzles we sold during our time of first opening up.
One of the things I wanted to share is a review that we just got on Google yesterday. It said, great selection and really amazing prices, friendly and helpful, and very kind staff. The stuff we bought is really good quality. So we are excited. We hope to see you today at the Life Network Family Thrift Store.
I'm here right now with Mary Simmons from the Catholics for Life Networks team. Now, Mary, every year you guys really do a phenomenal job of raising all these funds for Life Network.
Yes.
And this year again, you guys might actually hit a record amount.
Yes.
What is this all about? Why do you guys do this?
Well, we're super competitive, and we always want to outraise the Life Network staff. But,
that's awesome.
No, we just, the Catholic Church and the Christian Church in general, we just have a really strong passion for life and the sanctity of all life. And as you know, we have a very strong Respect Life apostolate here at the Catholic Diocese, and we we just really believe strongly in the value of all life, and it's a very important thing to us. And you know, all the way from Bishop Sheridan down through our pastors, all of our churches, our dioceses are very supportive of life and encourage us and allow us to reach out to our congregations and really get the word out. So
well, I love it. I love it that you
Yes.
guys do this every year and that you guys just keep winning, but it's for these moms,
Exactly,
these dads,
exactly.
these babies, these students in the school.
Exactly.
We love
It's
this.
friendly competition, as
Yes.
you know, but it is. It's all about the moms and the babies and the dads. And what we really love about Life Network is that you're there for the babies in the womb and for years afterwards.
That's
you know,
awesome.
providing material and spiritual support, medical support. It's just awesome. We love you guys.
That's so good. So grateful for you guys.
Yes.
If you're not on a team right now, you can jump on a team still. There's still time left. You can sign up at walkforlife.com. Come down here to the Galley location at 3700 at our thrift store, or even at Westside, our Westside location at 3925 Centennial Road. You can see us at any of those. Miss Mary, thank you
Yes,
so much
you're
for
very
being a part
welcome.
of this. We
We're
appreciate
very
you guys.
excited.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you, David.
I'm here with Focus on the Family's Executive Director of Advocacy for Children, Robin Chambers. And Robin, Focus on the Family obviously does a lot of amazing things to come alongside families and to value life. One of them is Option Ultrasound. Tell us about that program.
Thank you, Rich. About 16 years ago, the question was asked, what can we, the broader we, do as Christ followers to really drive down the number of abortions in the United States? The answer was very obvious. It's ultrasound. It's really hard to argue that that's not a baby. So 16 years ago, we launched working with pregnancy centers across the United States to provide ultrasound machines, nurses trainings, and other life-saving resources so they can meet the needs of their clients.
And this amazing machine is brand new to us this year, and now both of our machines are available through this program. And we're so thankful for Focus on the Family's partnership, not only through this program, but through events like the upcoming Walk for Life. Tell us about why it's important to see life valued, not just nationally, but here locally in our city.
Right. One of the things we challenge all of our listeners and our constituents to do is get involved at the local level. You can't just sit on the sidelines and hope that this goes away. The way that you can get involved is come be a walker, donate, come be a part of something that's bigger than yourself. Bring your family, bring your kids, and be a part of something local. And you can say, I'm helping Life Network serve women and men and children in Colorado Springs. Come be a part of the Walk for Life.
Robin, thanks for all that you and your team do to see life valued, not just here in our city, but around the country. So thankful that you're going to be a part of this year's Walk for Life, even as it looks a little bit differently as our first ever virtual Walk for Life. We'll see you then.
Colorado Christian University is a Christ-centered university that's focused on transforming students to impact our culture with grace and truth. This would include our support to protect the sanctity of life. This is why CCU supports the Life Network.
Hi, I am Megan Stackhouse with Stackhouse Staging and Interior Styling, and we are a proud supporter this year of the Walk for Life by Life Network, and we are so thankful to Life Network for this wonderful ministry that cares so much for babies and women in a place of crises. I love the fact that not only are they caring for them through a crisis pregnancy, but also gaining life skills when they do have their babies, that they continue to stay involved in their lives. And that is very heartwarming and important to us. I have mentored other women, young moms who have been in a state of crisis. And so this ministry of Life Network is very near and dear to my heart. So thank you so much, all of you volunteers, for participating this year. And I'm just very excited to support you guys and support Life Network.
So we're back at our live stream event for the Walk for Life, and I just wanted to introduce Terry. She's one of our assistant directors over here at the West Side for our Life Steps program. Terry, can you tell us about our Life Steps program that's just right up the road?
Yeah, absolutely. So the Life Steps program, because of physical restraints here at the pregnancy center, the Life Steps office is actually located about a half a mile up the road, and it's located at Front Range Alliance Church, and that you might hear the term FRAC. Sometimes that's the term that's used, but it's Front Range Alliance Church. And we have a unique partnership with the church in that they provide space for us to have our Life Steps program. That's the parenting program for our clients that come in, and they receive parenting education and material resources. and we also have a fully stocked boutique there. So it's a great relationship that we have with them. When the clients come into the church, they are greeted by a friendly receptionist there. And we also even have a couple of our volunteers that are members at the church. And so it's a really special relationship that we have with them to be able to serve our clients together, partnering two different ministries, coming together and just supporting our clients in a special way.
Thank you, Terry. And now if you would watch this short clip about one of our clients who's actually attended this parenting class, and we'll be right back.
I've gone to things that no one should ever go through. Those things made me numb as a woman, as a human being. They led me to a life of recklessness where drinking, partying, and working summed up my days. That life of recklessness led me to getting pregnant, and that pregnancy was a wake-up call. I was unsure if I wanted to go on with the pregnancy. I'm a single mom, and I was working a really busy job in a restaurant, so I didn't know if a baby would fit into my plans. I had made an appointment with the pregnancy center, and I also called Planned Parenthood to find out if I chose not to continue with the pregnancy, what the cost would be. When I was on the phone with them, they seemed very cold, and it was just another procedure, kind of like a shot. And I didn't know how I felt about that. So I put that on the back burner. When I spoke to the Life Network, I made an appointment to come in to see the nurses there. The moment that I walked into the pregnancy center, my biggest fear was to be judged. I feel like I don't deserve to be given anything for free. And when I came to the pregnancy center, I felt nothing but genuine love, genuine care, and not once did I feel judged. My experience with my advocate and my nurse was beautiful. I was offered a free ultrasound. Although I wasn't sure if I was gonna keep the baby or not, I was like, sure. When I did the ultrasound and I saw the baby for the very first time, I realized that I was lying to myself. I told myself, it's okay if you pop a pill, it's like birth control. But once I saw the baby, it took my maybe to a solid yes. I realized that just like I protect my daughter and just like I'm there for her, that I needed to be there for that baby. Life Network also had a program to walk with me during my pregnancy. A program where I would be re-educated on how to be a parent. Through the Life Steps program, I was able to earn a car seat and alleviate a lot of the financial frustration that I worried about. I could hurt, I could cry, and I could be scared because I wouldn't be judged and I would be loved through it. Now, the question wasn't, would the baby be born or not? The question was, is he gonna be okay? And little by little, I forgot that I was afraid. When my son was finally born, I felt tremendous joy. He was healthy and he was the most beautiful baby. My fears were unfounded, and the birth of that baby was a miracle. I love him so much, and time is flying by so fast. I'm so grateful that Life Network empowered me to choose life, because I can't imagine my life without Daniel. I was also encouraged to reconnect with Jesus Christ as my Savior. To the people that support the ministry of Life Network, I want to say thank you. Thank you for providing the resources and the manpower to be able to change lives.
All right, we are almost wrapping up our day here, and I just want to make mention of the education that happens within Life Network. We actually go to schools here and discuss the ideas of healthy relationships and teen suicide prevention and awareness. And we put ourselves in a position to make sure that's impacting lives throughout the entire city. Over 6,000 students heard this message last year alone. Even individuals heard the message of teen suicide prevention. They heard that they were needed, loved, and valued. And as we wrap up today, we hope that you know this holistic program of Life Network, everything that happens from education to teen parenting, the parenting mentoring programs, the post-abortive programs, everything happens here so that lives will continue to be impacted. And as you wrap up today, as we wrap this video up, we want you to know that you donors, you contributors, you walkers, everyone that's watching, you are needed, you are loved, and you are valued. And if you need to hear that, we're here for you. We're here for Colorado Springs because we believe there should be life in this city. Thank you so much for joining us today. Thank you for your contributions, for lives to be impacted. We appreciate you. Have a phenomenal time. Thank you so much.
There was one point where, like, kind of probably every day I thought, well, maybe things would be just better. Maybe things would kind of work out for everybody else if I just stopped living. It was one night, and I just had another argument with, I think it was like a very, very toxic friend. And I remember that night I got up and I picked up this pocket knife and I kind of held it to my chest, but I couldn't force myself to kill myself.
Statistically, if we look across the country of the kids that are completing suicide, it's the successful kid. It's the kid that is the captain of their lacrosse team or their golf team, and they have straight A's. And we're finding that this drive for success, this push for success, whether it be a societal thing, a parental thing, or just an internal thing, becomes so overwhelming that when they get to a place of sadness or loss or disappointment, they become impulsive, and it happens that they choose to take their life.
Another challenge that students face is just this need and expectation on us to perform to our greatest. I think a lot of times it can come from multiple sources, whether we're perfectionists ourselves or our parents want us to be perfect, and it creates a sense of loneliness.
Probably 9 times out of 10, a kid might be in the depths of darkness, but if they know, okay, this person loves me, I'm needed by this person, and this is my value, they're not going to be suicidal. You see that integrated throughout Scripture. You see that as a part of relational needs, and so if we can empower and encourage individuals in the schools to speak through that, I think it could be phenomenal.
When we saw the number of teen suicides that occurred in our community, it caused myself, it caused our team, it caused our board to ask the question, what do we do about it? As a ministry called to value life, what's our calling amidst these tragedies? And out of that came Who Can Relate.
And so we said, let's try it. A group from Life Network and a group from Mayfield Counseling Center sat down and we started developing the curriculum, and then we piloted it last spring, and now here we are.
Through a large period of time, about 6 months, I kind of just established what my own self-worth is, what my purpose was in my own life.
The impact it can make on students, just knowing, who needs them, who loves them, and what their value is, it creates a sense of hope and sustainability in you. You don't feel like you're alone. You don't feel like you're the only person in the world that can take care of yourself. And having that support system will help you flourish. And humans are communal creatures. we're made to have a relationship with other people and to have deep and meaningful relationships.
Well, obviously, Christine, this year's Walk for Life has looked a little bit different, but God has shown up, our city has shown up, and we are so blessed by what you all have done.
Thank you so much for your participation this year. It has been an exciting year to see what God is doing, and as we watch the numbers online tick up, I've been really excited.
So this year's goal was $400,000. That's about what we raised last year, and then all of a sudden this pandemic hit, and we just said, God, show up. And our city has shown up.
Amen.
And right now, our early total, when you look at what's online, what we know has come in offline, we're at $373,000. That's amazing.
It is amazing, and it doesn't even include any fundraising that has been done offline. So thank you so much. We could well beat our goal at this point.
There is more to count offline, and ordinarily, middle of this coming week, we'd be able to share an early, firmer total. We're not going to be able to do that this year because we're quarantining our pledge sheets until middle week. So continue to check in with us on our website, on Facebook, via email. Probably in the next 10 days, we'll have a firmer total.
Yep.
But we are so close. I mean, we're within 10%. And as Christine said, that's only counting a little bit of what's come in on pledge sheets so far.
And you can keep fundraising until the 15th of this month. So feel free to keep pushing those buttons. We're real excited to see that total go up.
You know, Christine, in this season, I popped by to visit one of our donors. He didn't know I was coming by, and he actually greeted me at the door with these mugs that we're holding here. And I was like, oh, Mark, it's so great to see that you're using that mug. He said, it's my favorite mug. If you want to know how to get this mug, another way to get involved, and really an important way with Life Network, is through our Partners for Life program. And that is our monthly program where people give gifts ranging from $10 on up per month, and that is a huge part of what sustains our ministry throughout the year.
Amen.
The walk is a huge part, a significant part of our funds come in that way, but if you want to participate with us throughout the year, if you do that today, we will give you this amazing mug.
You can come right by and pick it up.
Absolutely.
We'll give you our mug. It says, I help save lives.
At last year's in-person Walk for Life, I think we had about a dozen people that said, I want to be a partner for life. So if that's you this year, you could sign up online at elifenetwork.com, and we will be sure and get you your mug. So it's been an amazing year for the Walk for Life.
Thank you so much.
Continue to share your videos, continue to share your photos. Go to elifenetwork.com or our Facebook page.
Yes.
That is a great place for real-time updates, and we'd love to share your video and your photo of how you celebrated this year's Walk for Life.
God bless you.
Thank you so much for an amazing 33rd annual Walk for Life.